Hello everyone. Today we learn about iron under the headings Introduction, Biochemical Functions, Absorption and Storage. And coming to introduction, the total content of iron is in the body is 3 to 5 grams. Of this, 70% is present in the erythrocytes as a constituent of hemoglobin and 5% in the myoglobin of muscle. The predominant iron containing substance is the heme. It contains most of the iron and it is the constituent of several proteins, enzymes like hemoglobin, myoglobin, and cytochrome, xanthine oxidase, catalase, peroxidase, etc. And there are also some substances which contain non-heme iron are transferrin, ferritin, hemoseridin. Coming to biochemical functions, iron is used in the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. It mainly exerts its function through the compounds which is present. Hemoglobin and myoglobin are required for this process. And in the electron chain transport, cytochromes and certain non-heme proteins are necessary for electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation. And next, in the phagocytosis, the peroxidase is a lysosomal enzyme. It is required for phagocytosis and killing of bacteria by neutrophils. These are the functions of iron. Coming to dietary requirements, the adult man requires 10 milligrams per day of iron, and the menstruating woman, requires 18 milligrams per day. And lactating woman requires 40 milligrams per day. Coming to sources, iron is rich in organ meat and also present in leafy vegetables, pulses, apple, etc. Iron is also present in milk, wheat, and polished rice, but in less content. A rich food is the meat. Coming to absorption, the iron is mainly absorbed in stomach and duodenum. In the form ferrous state, Fe2 plus state, it is easily soluble. Iron in food is in ferric form and bound to proteins or organic acids. Your food and iron, it is in the bonded form. In the acidic medium, provided by gastric HCl, the Fe3 plus is released from food, and the reducing substances like vitamin C, ascorbic acid, cysteine, these convert Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, and which can be easily soluble and absorbed. Let's see factors promotes iron absorption and factors inhibit iron absorption. Factors which promote are acidity, ascorbic acid and cysteine. These promotes iron absorption, whereas phytate, oxalates, which are found in leafy vegetables, these inhibits the iron absorption. Now we see how the iron is transported in the tissues and how it is stored. In the lumen, food with iron under acidic condition, it is released from the food in the ferric form, and under the ascorbic acid, it is reduced to ferrous state. In the mucosal cells, the absorption is oxidized to ferric form by the enzyme peroxidase. Fe3 plus then combines with apoferritin to form ferritin, which is a temporary storage form of iron. Ferritin is a temporary storage form of iron. From the mucosal cells, iron may enter the bloodstream or lost when the cells are desquamosed. From mucosal cells, the iron enter into the plasma. The iron liberated from the ferritin of mucosal cells enter into the plasma in ferrous state, and it is oxidized with ceruloplasmin and form ferric form. It is combined with apotransferrin and form transferrin. From here, it enters into tissue. In the liver, it is stored as ferritin, hemosiderin, and in the bone marrow as hemoglobin and the muscle myoglobin. In other tissues like cystine, it is stored. In this way, the iron is stored and transported in our body. Thank you. Keep watching.